Welcome back to another video, and here I am about to re-rank all 6 of the Scream masks. That includes the TV show and the movie. Now buckle up, stay tuned, because it's going to be a real scream. So, coming in at number 7. Hello?
Hello, Joshua. If you don't do this ranking justice, I'm gonna gut you like a fish.
So like I said in the intro, we are going to be re-ranking all of the Scream masks with the inclusion of the most recent Scream 6 mask, the rotted and decaying version. Now, as you guys know, I've already done a ranking of all the Scream masks, all 6 of the masks. So this ranking may not be like yours, people will disagree or have different rankings, it's alright. But my ranking will be very different than yours, so let me know in the comments where you would put these masks, below and higher. Also, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share to your victims. Make sure you have a knife in hand, phone in the other, and mask on to get the job done. And call and torment your victims. Now let's get to the ranking. Let's kick things off at number 7, shall we? Number 7 is going to be the mask from the Scream TV show, the Brandon James mask from the MTV Scream series. Now, I do think this mask is a really good mask. I love the fact that they made the mask like a combination of Ghostface and a human, or at least a deformed human in this case. And they've added like really cool paint contrast to where like it's a gray white, and then they added like really good shading around the eyes and stuff, and I really like the inclusion of like a shine to it, so the moonlight or whatever it reflects on looks pretty cool. They put like a shine look to it, and I really dig the look of the mask. I think it's a really cool, scary, effective mask on screen. Here's one issue though. The Brandon James mask, it's not a Scream mask. It doesn't make any sense why they decided to call the show Scream using this mask. I think if they would have called it something different, like The Lakewood Murders, The Lakewood Slasher, or A Nightmare on Lake, if they would have done that, no complaints. People would have been going like, oh, you should have used the Ghostface mask. Why didn't you use this mask? What is this mask? This is trash. That's the only issue with this mask. It's just, it does not belong in the Scream era. They should have called it something else. Also, the mask has this very unique strapping system to where you get brown straps, and it's kind of like the Jason, or in this case, a surgical mask, to where you get like these straps, these brown tabs that connect on there, and also connects to the bottom of the chin. I really like that look, and I'm glad they went with brown instead of black. The black would have made it too much for me. That's just my opinion. And I really do think this mask is a beautiful looking mask. It's an amazing slasher mask. It's just not a Scream mask.
Number 6.
It's going to be the mask from Scream 4. Now, I love this movie. I'm just not a big fan of the mask. It looks too stretched out. Like they try to stretch it out, and it wants to look preserved at the same time. Like it wants to be too much like the original, but they try to, like whoever, the prop team, try to preserve it as best they can to make it look straight and uniform, but it just looks too stretched and warped, and it just looks very odd to me. Like one of the eyes is slanted, one of the eyes looks bigger than the other. It looks like it looks a bit dirtier, and it looks a bit brownish, and get it, I understand that they use multiple masks. Oh, by the way, I'm only going to rank the main hero masks, which means you'll see no P&B masks, no Anna Hobbs mask, and no What's Up spoof masks. But this mask looks a bit weird, wonky, and a bit warped, and I'm just not a big fan of it overall. So that's why it's here at number 6. Number 5, and you guys are going to disagree with me for this. Number 5 is going to be the Scream 6 mask. Yes, the brand new mask. Here's on one side I like about it. Here's one side that I like about it. It's the same mask that Billy, Stu, and Nancy Loomis wore in their killing spree rampage. I like that. And I really like the fact it's the same mask, and I like the fact that it's aged and rotted. Here's one issue. Vinyl doesn't rot over time. It doesn't age, crack, and decrepit. 2. This mask looks identical to the Halloween 2018 mask. But this mask didn't need to be aged. You could have just have it discolored. Vinyl, the only thing that would happen to it is it turns brownish yellow over time. It doesn't rot, crack, and disintegrate. So the fact that the vinyl mask in Scream 6, that's a vinyl mask that's aged, it's totally not. The prop makers took some creative liberties. But it's still a pretty cool mask, but it's here at number 5 because it's not a realistic approach.
Number 4
is going to be the mask from Scream 2. Now, I love this movie, and I really love this mask. I like it. I'm putting it here because it looks more like a mask that looks straight, if you know what I mean. A mask that looks not deformed, and it looks like a vintage mask at the same time, and that's what I like about it. And I like the fact it kind of changes in different lighting to where it's kind of its own thing. Like, since it's a stab, it looks like one of the prop people left this mask out, and the killer finds it and puts it on and starts killing people, whatever, in these over-the-top painful ways. Anyways, and I really like the look of this mask. Not much to say about it because of the ones I'm going to say further up, but this mask is a decent mask in its own way.
Number 3
This is going to be pretty ironic, is the mask from Scream 3. Say what you will about the movie, I absolutely love this mask. I love how it's kind of like the Michael Myers mask, to where it changes in different lighting, to where it looks like an off-white type of blue, where it looks kind of bluish due to the lighting, and it's a mask that looks more uniform. I think this is a really good mask, and it really shows how aggressive Ghostface was in this movie. So yeah, I think this mask is pretty rad. I think it looks really cool on screen and different camera angles and different scenes, close-up scenes, distance scenes, the scenes where it's in the shadows. That's what you want with that type of mask, and that's why it's here at number 3. And you guys are probably gonna hate me down below, but I absolutely love Scream 3. Deal with it. Xander, if you're watching, you're probably gonna put a knife to my chest.
Number 2
And at number 2, and I've changed my mind since that last ranking, this is going to be the mask from Scream 5. Now, I absolutely love the look of this mask. It's not too warped, and it's more of a straight looking mask. It reads beautifully on camera. It shows that it's a threat to society and a threat to anybody that he comes across, or she. Out of all of these, aside from the one at the bottom, it looks more like a high quality Scream mask, and that's what I like about it. And it reflects beautifully upon different lighting, like low lights and highlights, and it has like this really scare factor. So that is why it is here at number 2.
Honorable mention.
Here's a quick honorable mention. It's going to be the mask from Scream Season 3, from the Scream TV show. Everybody was begging for them to bring back the original Ghostface mask after the Brandon James mask failed. Luckily, someone listened, and they brought back the mask from the original series. They use an Ultralight, I believe that's what people are saying, or somebody commented down below my last ranking video. And for the killer mask, they used the vinyl mask, if you will. And this mask looks beautiful on screen. It reflects beautifully, it looks great, it looks pretty evil and pissed off. It might be one of my favorite Ghostface masks and the franchise. So with that, this mask gets an honorable mention between number 2 and number 1. Unfortunately though, the 3rd season sucked.
Number 1
It's going to be the mask from the original. Yes, the one that started it all. This mask is a really good mask. It looks like a really cool vintage 90s mask around that era, and this is a mask that people will gravitate to. It has this creepy factor to it that it's a Halloween mask. It shows that Ghostface is there just to get the job done and have a total bloodbath. Or, I should say, a gut bath. See, that's why the Ghostface mask is a perfect look for this character. It's iconic, it's outstanding, it's amazing, it looks great in a different type of lighting, and that is why it is at my number 1 spot. And that is my re-ranking of all 7 Scream masks with the inclusion of Scream 6. What do you guys think of this ranking? What do you guys think of the ranking I did? What do you guys think of the new Scream 6 movie? Do you like it, hate it, or do you think it's okay? Let me know. Now, this video has been a real scream. Now, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. And remember, movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.